Hey, Merle here from Prairie Wings. Now, I am dealing with an old suspension in the car and I have to pull some bushings out. And I want to share a trick with you that I learned many years ago, and it has saved me time as well as a lot of headaches. And usually those headaches were from burning bushing material. I want to get away from that. The tip I have for you is actually really simple. Used it lots. Sometimes it doesn't work the best if your outer housing is really soft. It'll chew it up. Usually with rubber bushings, it doesn't matter a whole bunch depending on what you're doing. But you know the drill bits that you have in the back that are just in beautiful shape, and the ones by the drill press, beautiful shape? Well, you're going to want to go over to those drill bits and you're going to want to close them up and hide them so that you're not tempted to go and grab one of those drill bits. What you do is you go to your drawer where you have bits that you've been saving to sharpen one day and grab one. Now, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, this is a junky old drill bit. I got it in my drill. I got my drill on low speed. And this bit, the end is all pooched on it and it doesn't matter. Now, the thing is, you're going to want to grab a drill bit that is big enough that it isn't just going to snap off, but small enough it fits in quite nicely the bushing area. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, if it has a middle bushing in, that's the thing that I attack first. I want to get that bushing out. So what I do is I just start the drill bit in the bushing. I get it in there, and then I'm going to pull back on the drill slowly, let it go itself in, pull back on the drill, and that bushing is slowly going to walk its way out. Sometimes they come out really super fast. Sometimes you got to fight a bit like this one. Even if the bit doesn't take it out all the way, it's going to chew that rubber up enough that this is going to be loose. Next thing you're going to want to do is find a spot on the outside here. Give this a little push in. Same process. You're letting it walk in, then pull back a bit. Kind of polished up the inside, didn't really do much damage to it. A new bushing would go tight in there. I'm just using this as an example because I'm actually changing these outer bushings. This is the new rear suspension parts that we're putting in. And don't think that you can just get away with buying your energy suspension, whatever bushings, and taking the old rubber bushings out, because these sleeves are a lot heavier. And if you tried to put one of these bushings in, you're going to end up with a ton of slop, like a ton. So if you're building your rear suspension and you're getting a rubber bushing out, replace it with a rubber bushing. If you're going to be updating to a polyurethane rear suspension, remember, these are thicker and you're going to have to push this old sleeve out and the new one in. If you have any other better tricks than what I just showed you, or some tips for me, I'd really appreciate if you share in the comments. I'm always open to learning. And if you don't mind, please like, share so someone else can learn, and subscribe. Thanks so much.